Hey everybody, it's Gina from Desperately Seeking Gina. Welcome to today's video where I'm going to show you how to wood burn these cute little wooden circles. So what you'll need is a little wooden circles. You can just get these at the craft store. They come in a lot of different shapes. You'll need one of these clear stamps and an acrylic block. This is the cheater method. And you'll need some brown pigment ink. You're also going to need two different kinds of paints. I'm using Canvas Corp High Impact Paint in Antique Gold and Aqua here. And instead of a paintbrush, I'm using a skewer. The end of the skewer is perfect for getting that paint into the wood burn crevices. And I'm just going to break this in half here to make it easier to use. And then I'm also using my new Christmas present, this walnut hollow wood burner with a flow point tip. This is a standard size tip. They also have a mini flow point that I think would be better for the finer details, but this is working for me today. So you see I have this stand there. It's kind of sturdy. I have it taped down. So now we're going to get this image onto our blank wood. So as I mentioned that this is the cheater method, you want to ink your image lightly. Since I'm not a great artist, this is a good cheater method for me because I can't draw freehand whatsoever. So you're going to lightly ink that, and then you're going to place that on your wooden circle. Press lightly, and you can see that you get a light image. So now you're just going to take your wood burner and you're going to follow those lines and wood burn. To see if your wood burner is ready to burn and hot enough, you might want to check on a scrap piece of wood first to see how that's going to react. And if it's ready, you're good to go. So now you just start tracing your lines that you have stamped onto the wood. You want to try to use small fluid movements when you're burning into the wood. I find that this makes for nicer, cleaner lines. And you want to move your wood around instead of moving your hand all over the place. Less chance of getting burned. And again, that mini flow point tip would probably be better for those finer details, but I don't have one of those yet. So this is working okay though. This takes no time at all once your wood burner is up to a good temp. It's actually kind of fun. It's almost like coloring. And time just to fill in those little details like the eyes and the nose and the little feathers on the belly. Almost done. I was just showing you that a finer tip would probably be easier, but this is okay if you just go slow. And I'm just going to go over some of the lines that were a little bit lighter. And it looks really good. So now to add some of the decorative items around the edge, I'm going to turn off my wood burner so I can change out the tip. And here off camera I am looking for a pair of needle nose pliers that will take that tip off for me. And found them. And this is the case that the wood burner came in. It's a really nice plastic case. And it comes with several different tips. So they're lots of fun, and I like this particular decorative stamp for this project. So you just use the pliers to remove that flow point tip. And you can see I'm just twisting the tool and not my needle nose pliers. Comes off fairly easy. Remember that tip is very hot, so you don't want to put it on something that's going to melt. And here really I probably should have used a little towel or something. It does get hot fairly quickly because the tool is still warm, so just be cautious of that. And now you can turn your dial back on, and that just takes 3 or 4 minutes to heat up. Now that our tool should be heated, we're going to check it on our scrap piece of wood here. Make sure it's ready to go, and it looks pretty good. Let's give it one more try. I like that little darker look. So now we're ready to work on our project again. And it kind of got a little bit of light on that one side, but that's alright, it gives it some character. So I just like to do the top, bottom, in both sides. This helps me keep the stamps even. You want to make sure that you're holding your wood burner straight up and down with an even pressure. The longer you hold it, the darker your wood burned image is going to be. So now we're going to click this off. We're done with our wood burning. We're going to take the skewer and use that to just add some color. You don't want to totally color in. I'm just using a little bit of paint to add some accent color, give it a little glimmer. That's why I like using the skewer. It's very small. It'll get it in those wood burned lines fairly well. Now that we've got most of those lines filled in with a little bit of gold, antique gold paint, we're going to just wipe off our skewer here and do some accenting with the aqua. You want to give that a little shake to shake it up. And again, just light little accents. I like to do the lids of the owl's eyes. Gives it a little pop of color. I really like the aqua and the gold together. And you can see that you still see the lines of the wood burning really, really well. And I'm just giving it center of those stamps a little bit of color to add some interest. Because we're using so little ink, so little paint, it doesn't really take these a whole lot of time to dry. And there you have it. a wood burned image with a little painting accent. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe if you'd like to see more videos in the future.